Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. Wanted to go over my March favorites. It's a little bit different this month. I think it might be a different month for a lot of people, but I thought we'd get into it anyway. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. And this month has been different for me. The first half of the month, we were still out doing normal things, living our normal lives. And the last couple weeks, I've spent I would say like 98% of the time in the house. There might be like the 2% where I go and pick up something from the pharmacy at the drive-thru, or I drop lunch off for my husband, but I'm not getting out. I'm not getting together with friends. My kids are home. Like we're here in this house, in these four walls, and we're doing okay. We're a little stir crazy. I'm sure we're all in that situation. But to be totally honest, if I don't leave the house, sometimes I stay in my pajamas the whole day. And I'm sorry to admit that, but it's true. And the days that I stay in my pajamas, I try and make it like weekend only because I don't think it's good for my kids to see me like that. But it really has changed the way that I have been dealing. I'm pretty stressed out. I'm just going to be honest. I really haven't been that motivated to put makeup on. So the first half of the month, I used a lot of these products more. And I would say probably 2 to 3 days a week for the last 2 weeks, I've been using these things. So concealer, I love this. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. I never get the name right, so I thought I would read it for you. But I have the shade Fair, and I really love this concealer. I picked it up in the fall for the 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta, and I've fallen in love with it, and it's a really beautiful concealer. And I saw that it was on Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty again this spring, and somehow my husband and I kind of came to the realization that supporting our local community is much more important than supporting like a big corporation like Ulta. Ulta is still going to be there, but my local restaurants may not be there. My hairdresser may not, so we've decided that instead of spending money on, what are kind of like our wants as opposed to our needs, we're going to spend our want money here in town supporting local businesses by, we don't eat out that much, but we're going to do more of that because I think it's important just to support those who are right here in our hometown. I was going to say I was going to get another one during the 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta, and I said, you know what? If I need another one later in the year and it's not on sale for half off, I'll just go and buy it anyway. But enough about that. All right, powders. I have been in love. I'm using this one today. I am using another one, but my whole face is set with this, and even under my eyes. This is the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. So the compact is it's just your regular plastic drugstore compact, and the mirror is like so tiny. I'm like, really? You can hardly see myself. But the powder in here is magical. And what's weird is I normally don't use the puff that comes in it, but I have been. And I have kept this in here, and like, I will just hit like the corners of my nose and a little bit under the eyes with this puff. And I feel like perfection. This is the powder that I take with me in my purse. I love this powder. This one's really, really great. Another powder that I've been reaching for again, and I had kind of forgot about it. It's a favorite of mine, has been a long time, and I'll always recommend it. But I'd kind of put it in the back, and I've been trying other powders. And I was hoping that this would be a dupe for this. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder, and I've been using this one so much. I hit pan this month, and I was very proud of that, but I haven't yet had the time or been wearing makeup enough to do like this on one half, this on the other, because this is like what, between $9 and $12 powder depending on where you buy it, and this is $45. And if I'm looking at it, you get 8 grams in the Charlotte Tilbury. You get 11 grams in the CoverGirl. That's really good. So more product here. Maybe I just have to break down. If you're interested, let me know in the comments down below if you want to see me do a side-by-side for both of these. I don't think this is as finely milled because this is like super finely milled powder, but I feel like the look on the face is nice. It's gorgeous. So I've been using this again, and loving this. Another product I hit pan on this month was this. Look at that little baby pan. This is the Hoola Lite from Benefit. I am trying desperately. This was in last year's project pan and I couldn't get it, panned. And I hit pan and I've basically only been using this bronzer this whole month, most of last month. Occasionally I'll pull something else out, but I'm like bound and determined. And another thing I've been in love with is this brush right here. This is from Real Techniques. This is their 227. Normally the tips of the brush here are kind of like a paley pinky white shade. They kind of ombre from a darker to a lighter, but they look tan right now because this is what I use for my bronzer. And I like it because you have a less compacted brush. And it's very wispy at the ends, and I find that it doesn't over apply bronzer, especially up here at my hairline, because I end up looking muddy at my hairline. And then I put a little bit here under my chin, just, you know, help with my little turkey waddle. Do have a little bit of that going on, but I love this brush. It's soft, it's very easy to wash, it dries really quickly, and it's great for applying. I like it for cheek products because it keeps me from ending up having clown cheeks or like I have dirt on my face from bronzer, because I am not a skilled makeup artist. I'm just a makeup enthusiast, and sometimes my enthusiasm gets ahead of me and it's like, what? Too much. But this brush helps to tone it down. I like it. I love this. I did a whole video on some new Cosmetics products that I purchased in early March. These came like within 5 days from when I clicked order until they arrived on my doorstep. It was less than a week. It was beautiful. So this is the Heaven's Glow blush in Magic Hour. I'm wearing it today. I love this. It's so pretty. And what's funny is it doesn't really look like it's a lot of blush. I have it swatched right here. You can probably see it better that way. But it's peachy. It's not matte. It has just a little bit of radiance. Can you see that radiance in there? And I do have highlight on today, but I feel like if you don't want to wear highlight, this is not so matte that it makes your cheeks look dry, and it's not so glowy that it looks like you have highlight on. It just looks like your natural, beautiful skin. And I want more and more of that natural, beautiful. The older I get, I want to look like my 12-year-old daughter. I want to look like my 10-year-old daughter. And I'm just like, your cheeks are so perfect. And they look like this without makeup, but that's what I'm going for. So I really love this blush. I think the quality is great. I love the packaging. And I was trying to think, what does this remind me of? And I thought, you know, I know there's that thing like millennial pink. This would be like millennial peach, right? Anyway, so I love the packaging. I love the product. It's fantastic. All right, I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing the Too Faced The Natural Nudes. I love this. And I think what I love most about this is that I can get a variety of looks out of it. I did a whole video on this and then a video comparing this to a ColourPop, the Bare Necessities. You can get a lot of similar looks out of these two palettes. But this one here, it's the finishes of these smaller pans right here, these foiled shades. They're just unlike other products I have in my collection. They're extremely foiled. They're also a little bit chunky. And if you don't like a chunky sort of shimmer on the eye, I like it because it's very light reflecting and it really, really calls attention. And when I'm looking at it, it's the exact amount of shimmer that I want from a metallic or a foiled shadow. I really love this. I think it's great. Do you need it? Probably not. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. So if we're talking lip products, there are 3 that I'm absolutely in love with. And oddly enough, they're all fairly new to my collection. One is this. This is from L'Oreal. This is their Color Riche Plump and Shine in the shade Wild Fig Plump. And I am wearing this today with a little something else on top. So I started out with the base of this. And what's great about this is that it's a sheer lipstick, and it's not too intense because like if you look at it here, it looks like it's really dark, but it's not. Very shiny, very glossy, and I love that in a lipstick. So if you are a liquid lipstick person, you're probably not gonna like this, but I like that it's hydrating and that it is shiny. So I started out with the base of that, and then I threw on this. This is like everything I ever wanted in a gloss and didn't think was humanly possible. This is M Cosmetics True Gloss in the shade Moroccan Sunset. And so I put a little bit of this over the top. And oh, even just like, I'm just watching it on my hand right here. I'm like, I could do this all afternoon. It's so beautiful. And you would think that you wouldn't mix these two colors, but they're the ones that I have on my lips right now. So I get a nice kind of berry tone underneath and then a little bit of warmth over the top. And they mix nicely together, so I get a little bit of that. I don't know. It's a weird combination, but I love it. And this formula here is great because it doesn't collect in the corners. Oh, did I just get to my teeth? I did just do that. So what's great about this is it doesn't collect in the corners of my mouth. It doesn't end up kind of stringing. If you over apply, I've applied like a crazy ton of this and I still have juicy, glossy, plump lips. And I don't feel like I have like that gross connection in the back. Okay, the last lipstick, I picked this up on a whim and I'm surprised that I did it. It's a Revlon lipstick and this is their Revlon Super Lustrous Shine, their glass shine, and this is in the classic shade Fire and Ice. And this is so pretty. So it's another really shiny, they're all very shiny. This is shiny, this is shiny, this is shiny, and they're sheer. The other thing I'll tell you is you can see I've got a little bit of like product overhang like right here on the edge. It is very soft. I do like that it's in a slimline tube, so don't like advance it more than you think you'll need it, but it's beautiful. I kind of want to, I have to remind myself, you don't need any more lip products, but this is one that I really, really, really like. And I'm kind of, these two here are a little reminiscent of my favorite YSL formula, the Rouge Volupté Shine Oil and Stick. I love those because they have some beautiful punchy colors and they're glossy at the same time. They're nourishing and they're comfortable. This one here from L'Oreal has a little bit of a plumping feeling on the lips, like a little bit of a tingle. It's not excessive, it's not painful. It's you know, mostly like, oh look, there's some menthol or something in here. So this one does feel like it plumps. This one doesn't have any of those properties in it, but the shine that you get from it, I'm looking at these here on my hand. I'm just like, oh, they're all so shiny. I love them. I love a shiny lip, especially in the spring and summer. I definitely think that these guys here are going to be around for the long haul, and I'm very impressed. And it's a long time since I've made a drugstore lip purchase that I've really liked. So hooray for both of these. So those are my favorites. It's a little bit smaller of a list than normal, and that's okay. I do feel like I might actually be wearing less everyday makeup since I'm not leaving the house. But I did tell myself I couldn't be walking around in my pajamas with my hair all crazy and, you know, not have brushed my teeth and had a shower. I told myself you have to shower every day, you have to put on real clothes, and maybe you don't have to do like a full face of makeup, but at least, you know, do your skincare and put on your sunscreen. And even though I'm not leaving the house, that's another thing I'll tell you, sunlight still comes in through the window. So wear your SPF even if you are inside all day long. All right, so there you go. Have a fantastic month of April. Thank you so much for watching today. And I'd love to know if you had any favorites or how you're handling the situation. Is it changing your makeup habits? Is it changing your skincare habits? Is it changing your overall beauty routine? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.